John Beltran back at Northridge High School in Greeley. Starting lineup for the Mustangs. It'll be sophomore Wesley Carnes along with junior Fernando Marquez, senior Jackson Langford, another junior in Briggs Wheatley, and junior Jesse Campa. The Mustangs 4-5 going into this game, and Northridge at 2-7. The Mustangs beat Northridge back on January 26th by a 70-38 score in Fort Morgan, but this one is tougher considering this is on the road. Miguel Rivera, senior, along with Zach Van Zest. Jackson Jenkins, a sophomore forward, along with Parker Steckel, another sophomore. It's a young team here. And senior Zach Heinzelman, the starting five for Northridge. Opening tip is brought to you by High Plains Bank, your friendly local community bank serving Wiggins and all the surrounding areas. Find out more at highplainsbank.com. The head coach of the Mustangs is Andy Schoen. Efren Perez is the head coach for Northridge. It'll be Jenkins jumping center for Northridge against Fort Morgan's Jackson Langford. Mustangs are coming off that 5-point loss on Saturday to Riverdale Ridge in Thornton, 57-52. And the opening tip tonight is controlled by Northridge. On the outside left, Heinzelman all the way. He's going to bank and score off the tip. Boy, 3 seconds into the game. And Northridge applying pressure. Wheatley bounce pass in the front court to Carnes. Carnes left of the lane all the way. Shot is blocked out of there. I'm not sure why he put it over Heinzelman's got about 6 inches on him. Long pass in the front court. Here is Zach Van Zest. Near the top, back out to Rivera. Dribbles left of the lane in the left corner now for Jenkins, holding the ball up high against Langford. Kicks it back up top to Heinzelman. Heinzelman against Campa, dribbles by him, feeds it left corner for Jenkins. Left of the paint, double team. Back out straight away for Rivera against Marquez, right of the paint. Now behind the three-point line. Near the top here is Zach Heinzelman. In the left corner, moving it around slowly to Parker Steckel, his first touch of the game. Back near midcourt, here's Miguel Rivera against Marquez. They're taking their time here, knowing that they played a good first quarter against Fort Morgan the last time, but then the Mustangs took over. Long three is banked in. Holy mahungus by Rivera. Didn't mean that one from 20 feet away. And Northridge, a surprising early 5-0 lead. Marquez for Fort Morgan. It's a 3-on-3. Into the front court on the outside left, picked up by Steckel. 6:45 to go in the first. On the outside right to Wheatley. Right corner for Langford. Holding the ball up high is Langford, dribbling to his left. Behind the three-point line, here's Wesley Carnes, left side. Marquez three is up, and it's off the back of the rim. And the ball is tipped to Briggs Wheatley. Wheatley of Fort Morgan. Langford, right wing three. Back rim, no. But a long rebound again to Wheatley is second. At the top, here's Langford into the lane. Bounce pass inside. He forced it. And the ball is loose. It's underneath the basket. And it's taken away by Jackson Jenkins. The Mustangs have the first turnover of the game. 6:15 to go in the first. 5-0 Northridge. On the outside right, Steckel takes the three. That's off to the left. But the rebound to Van Zest, he lost it. It's picked up by Jackson Jenkins in the quarter. The three is no good by Van Zest. Rebound to Parker Steckel. The Mustangs not hitting the boards well here in the opening 2 minutes. Marquez nearly a foul there. Rivera dribbling right corner against Marquez. Back on the outside right to Heinzelman. In the right corner, here's Rivera holding the ball up high, looking down low, but guarded there is Heinzelman. Back out to Van Zest against Briggs Wheatley. 5:39 to go first quarter, and the pass is stolen near the top by Wesley Carnes. He doesn't have the numbers. 1-on-4, forces up a shot. That's a terrible decision. He missed it badly, got nothing but glass. Van Zest with a rebound, long pass to Steckel. No look pass is intercepted by Briggs Wheatley. Yeah, you don't have the numbers. 1-on-4. I'm not sure what Wesley was doing there. Here is Marquez the other way in the right corner for Carnes. Fakes the three, dribbles to the right of the paint. Down low for Wheatley, banks and scores in midair. Briggs Wheatley off an excellent pass there from Wesley. 5-2 Northridge. 5:08 to go in the opening quarter from Greeley. In the backcourt is Van Zest. The jump pass still in the backcourt. Over to Zach Heinzelman, picked up by Jesse Campa. Dribbles across the timeline. Now dribbles all the way. He's going to bank and score. That was awful defense by Fort Morgan. It's 7-2 Northridge. 4:49 to go in the first quarter. Marquez picked up in midcourt. There's a foul, the first of the game, committed by Miguel Rivera. And the Mustangs to throw it in at midcourt. Yeah, they've got to get a little bit more aggressive But again, this was going to be tougher than the first meeting, considering Fort Morgan won by 32, and Northridge actually led 13-7 after the first quarter, so maybe not as much of a surprise. Wheatley on the high left, dribbling towards the free throw line, picks up the dribble, baseball pass, left side for Langford, down low for Campa, left baseline to Wheatley, dribbles to his right, picks up the dribble, free throw line, now backing up is Marquez, chest pass, right wing to Carnes, that is a traveling violation on Wesley Carnes. Both teams have committed 2 turnovers, 4.5 to go. Here in the opening quarter, substitution for Northridge, Carlos Piñon Chavez is into the game for Jackson Jenkins, and also in is Jaden Marquez. Nick Beltran about to check in for Fort Morgan, along with Frank Ortega for Jackson Langford and Wesley Carnes. Mustangs need a spark here, trailing by 5, 3.5 minutes into the game. And the other way, here comes Marquez against Beltran, and trapped over there in the right corner is going to feed it out to Brendan Peterson, also in. Peterson in the right corner against Marquez, and then throws it behind Van Zest. He chases it down, now dribbles into the paint. Van Zest double team, back out over there to Piñon Chavez. On the left baseline with the basketball now is Marquez. Next whistle, as all the way he goes up, banks and he misses, but Heinzelman goes high for the rebound, puts it up, and he's fouled. Heinzelman is fouled. Let's see who got him there on the rebound and the putback. Foul was committed by Nick Beltran. Oh, they're going to say on the floor, no free throw. And to throw it in is Van Zest. Bounce pass inside to Heinzelman, bodying up, throws up a prayer, and he's fouled. And let's see who got that foul. That was Beltran again. He's going to take himself out of the game with 2 quick fouls. And Beto Martinez will check in for Zach Heinzelman. Mid-quarter timeout with 3:57 to go. Well, I'd like to say hi to my parents checking in. They've been listening all season from Miami. And to my friend Karen Mitchell. Just met her via the telephone last night. I did karaoke with her brother about 30 years ago. We used to go every Sunday night to this Miami bar called Hooligans. He did an incredible rendition of Louis Armstrong's What a Wonderful World, and I tracked down a member of the family because he passed away in 92, and I tracked down a couple of members of the family and had an awesome conversation with Karen last night. She lives out on the East Coast there in Pennsylvania. So thanks for tuning in with the Mustangs down 7-2. So Beltran on the bench with 2 quick fouls. And at the free throw line is Zach Heinzelman. He's already got 4 points in the game. And to shoot 2 here. So Beltran probably done for the remainder of the opening half. And the free throw is good. Second free throw is upcoming. It's 8-2 Northridge, and that one is up, and that one is around and no good. But the rebound is now taken by Campa. His jump pass tipped away, and now we've got a foul in the backcourt. Marquez was fouled. And that foul's going to be on Jaden Marquez, fouling Fernando Marquez. Wheatley to throw it in, backcourt to Fernando Marquez. Marquez, jump pass to Wheatley. Wheatley's got a wide open Jesse Campa. He dribbles, lost control, gets it back on the left baseline. Campa, jump pass down low for Wheatley. Wheatley kicks it back out to Campa. No look pass to Beto Martinez. Swings it left corner. Marquez 3 is no good. And the rebound is into the hands of Zach Van Zest of Northridge. Outlet pass to Peterson on the outside left. Peterson against Marquez, looking, still looking. Jump pass to Van Zest near the timeline. We have got 3:19 to go in the opening quarter. 8-2 Northridge in the lane. Left corner, Piñon Chavez down low. Van Zest fades, shoots from 6 and scores. Northridge with a 10-2 lead. 3:08 to go in the first. Ortega at midcourt with a basketball. Left-handed dribble all the way. Lays it up too strong. Van Zest with a rebound. Northridge wants to run. It's a 3-on-2. Now a 3-on-1. Bounce pass to Marquez. Stolen by Wheatley. Wheatley the other way. Over to Ortega. He banks and scores. Frank Ortega Makes it a 10-4 game. 2:47 to go here in the opening quarter. Marquez dribbles into the front court. At the top of the outside, left to Heinzelman. Left corner, Piñon Chavez against Marquez. Spinning, backing it out to Marquez and through the hands of Piñon Chavez. Out of bounds. That's turnover number 4 for Northridge. Rivera and Steckel are back in, along with Cooper Rose for the first time. And let's see who else checks in here. Jackson Jenkins. But Fort Morgan has looked really choppy here in the first 4 or 5 minutes. Wesley Carnes backcourt to Wheatley. Wheatley jump pass behind Beto. He's able to get it, and then he's going to be tied up at midcourt. Possession arrow stays with Fort Morgan. And to trigger it in will be Parker Steckel. Steckel in the backcourt to Carnes. Wesley Carnes behind his back. He lost the ball, got it back against Piñon Chavez. That's a foul. Jeez. I mean, that's tackle football out there. You got to knock that off. Piñon Chavez with the team's third personal. The Mustangs have committed 2 in the early going with 2:25 to go here in the first quarter, trailing 10-4. To throw it in. Along the side, quarter court is Wheatley to Ortega. Now to Briggs Wheatley, crossing the timeline on the high left. Left baseline for Beto. Down low to Wheatley, but that was forced, intercepted by Cooper Rose. Third turnover for Fort Morgan. The other way is Miguel Rivera at the top against Carnes in the lane all the way, forces it up and in off the glass. The Mustangs not there to defend Miguel Rivera. He's got 5. He's outscoring Fort Morgan. It's 12-4. Ortega jump pass to Carnes. 2-on-1. Jump pass inside. Campa banks and scores. Nice pass. Carnes with 2 assists. And on the board is Jesse Campa. 12-6. Cooper Rose in the backcourt trapped over there is going to feed Miguel Rivera. They're going to have to call a timeout if they don't get it across the timeline. Now dribbles by 2, by 3 with Wheatley to beat. Kicks it back out to Steckel. Left corner for Rivera. Rainbow 3 is in and out. And Jesse Campa saves in the rebound beautifully to Briggs Wheatley. Wheatley wants to run behind his back. Lost control. Bento Martinez has got it. Free throw line extended. He is stripped. Fort Morgan with their 4th turnover, 3-on-3. Steckel left side, bounce pass for Piñon Chavez in the left corner. Backing it out to Rivera, maintains the left-handed dribble. With 1:14 to go in the opening quarter, it is 12-6 Northridge. At the top, Piñon Chavez down low for Rose. He turns, he hooks, and off to the left. And the rebound of Frank Ortega of Fort Morgan. Ortega then dribbled the ball and lost it. Bounce pass to Wheatley, still in the backcourt. Dribbling into the front court. Baseball pass to Bento Martinez. Defender in the air, and there's a foul on the floor. No shot. It didn't go anyway. Miguel Rivera commits his 2nd. And let's see, now checking in are Jaden Marquez again, and Zach Heinzelman. Levi McCoy is going to be in for Fort Morgan. Bento Martinez is out, so is Jesse Campa, so is Briggs Wheatley. So to throw it in, there's Ortega with 55 seconds to go. Ortega bounce pass to Langford, has the shot blocked. Right into the hands of Jackson Jenkins. Boy, you got to do something better than that. The Mustangs with no pump fakes there. Then the ball is thrown away out of bounds. Marquez intended for Van Zest in the corner. This is very similar to what happened. Very similar to what happened in the first quarter a month ago. Langford in the backcourt is trapped over there. Jump pass to Ortega. Wide open is Marquez. He's got it on the second hop and he banks and scores. Marquez ahead of the field. Fernando now makes it a 12-8 game. The other way, here comes Jaden Marquez, right of the paint. Marquez against Ortega. Bounce pass on the high right to Heinzelman. Check that. That's Heinzelman now from Jenkins. He hooks and he misses. And the rebound to Langford, little 3-footer. Langford front court pass to Marquez. 10 seconds to go. He takes the 3. It's off the back of the rim, and Jackson Jenkins has the rebound. Across the timeline, 2 seconds to go. Heinzelman, right corner. Steckel 3 is going to be short. And that is the end of the opening quarter. Another good one for Northridge for the 2nd straight meeting against the Mustangs. Northridge 12, Fort Morgan 8. This is Mustang basketball on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Let's head to the second quarter. Northridge leads Fort Morgan here in Greeley, Colorado, 12-8 on Northridge's home court as we head to this quarter with the basketballs. Jaden Marquez against Wesley Carnes. Swings it to Van Zest. Cross-court pass to Steckel, guarded by Marquez. Left corner for Jaden Marquez. Here's Van Zest against Langford, and his three is blocked. Nice block there by Langford. Jackson with a 2-on-2. Langford jump pass to Wheatley, defender in the air, and he fouls Wheatley. That'll be the 15th foul, and Van Zest commits his first. And I might be saying that name wrong, so I apologize. Van Zest, I believe it is, or Soest. S-O-E-S-T, Van Zest. And let's see, he's apparently hurt, or it might be a mask issue. He's out, and Brendan Peterson is back in the Mustangs with McCoy, Langford, Carnes, Wheatley, and Marquez. Marquez, left corner for McCoy, straight away to Wheatley. In the left corner, Marquez, wide open triple is no good, and the ball is loose. It's out of bounds. It is off of Brendan Peterson. Fort Morgan retains possession. Mobile banking on the go makes banking easier for you when you're on the go. That's Equitable Savings and Loan. Wheatley, cross court to Fernando Marquez, left corner for Carnes. Fakes the three, penetrates left baseline as runners up. That's off the back of the rim and knocked out of bounds. That's off of Fort Morgan. Mustangs have gone cold here over the first 8.5 minutes. Peterson with backcourt pressure to trigger it in, looking. Feeds it to Marquez. Jaden Marquez in the backcourt, and that's going to be a turnover. He was on the end line. Northridge with their 6th turnover. The Mustangs had 4 in the opening quarter. And Wesley Carnes to throw it in. Carnes from the corner. Looking, still looking. Lobs it near the top to Wheatley. On the outside left, Marquez fakes the three, dribbles left of the lane. His runner's up, and that's way off to the right. He's stone cold. And the rebound to Brendan Peterson. Here comes Jaden Marquez in the backcourt, still to Peterson. Crosses midcourt. He's got Marquez wide open. Feeds it on the outside right to Steckel. 7 minutes to go in the second. 12-8 in favor of Northridge. And Marquez is nearly stripped by McCoy. Bounce pass inside, tipped away by Langford. Intercepted by Wheatley. Here comes Marquez the other way. He leans, he shoots, and he misses. Putback is up and in by Langford. Fernando's gone cold here, but Langford becomes the 5th Mustang to score. And we've got a 30-second timeout called by head coach Efren Perez. The Mustangs are trailing 12-10. They're on a 6-0 run, but it doesn't seem like they've got a ton of momentum, just a little bit here. They certainly have to pick up their game with 6:43 to go in the second quarter. Because if Fort Morgan falters in this game or on Thursday against lowly Berthoud, which is winless on the season, you can forget about any chance of qualifying for the postseason. They've got to be quite sharper. They were playing better on Saturday against Riverdale Ridge, a 5-point loss. Really have scuffled here against Northridge, but again, have come back and made it a 2-point game. It'll be Zach Heinzelman into the game to throw it in for Northridge. Heinzelman in the backcourt. That is Miguel Rivera back to Heinzelman. Here's Jackson Jenkins, midcourt to Peterson. Crosses midcourt on the outside left, dribbling left baseline against Jackson Langford. He's going to bounce it back out straight away to Rivera. Rivera dribbling to his left, looking for Jenkins, spinning on Marquez, dribbling left baseline, dribbles by him. Now Marquez is able to catch up. He's got to get rid of the ball on a 5-second count. Bounce pass to Peterson. At the top now for Parker Steckel. Cross court to Rivera, picked up by Fernando Marquez. 6:13 to go in the second. 12-10 Northridge. In the right corner, Jenkins penetrates, spins. He can't get rid of it now, does to Peterson on the high right. Peterson behind the three-point line, chest pass straight away to Rivera. He throws a jump pass in the left corner to Peterson. 3-second violation is called on Northridge. Turnover number 8. Fort Morgan the other way, and here comes Van Zest into the game. Van Zest is in for Brendan Peterson, and Piñon Chavez replaces Jackson Jenkins. And Wheatley will inbound it to Marquez. The Mustangs can tie it despite really playing some sloppy ball here. Here's Wheatley dribbling to his right, near the top for Langford. On the right side to Marquez behind the three-point line. Jump pass to Langford. Left wing for the three is short by Carnes. And there's a foul. Wheatley went over the back as Heinzelman went for the rebound. For Briggs, that's his first. The only Mustang in foul trouble is Beltran. He was in there for 30 seconds, if even that, committed 2 fouls. And he more than likely will not make an appearance until the second half. Heinzelman to throw it in. In the backcourt, here's Rivera, picked up by Marquez. Rivera with a left-handed dribble. Will cross the timeline. Gets a pick from Parker Steckel, dribbling to his right. Marquez fights through that one. Jump pass near the top to Van Cest. On the outside right to Pinon Chavez against Wheatley. Lob down low for Heinzelman. Give and go to Pinon Chavez. He puts it up off the back of the rim and misses. And the rebound to Wheatley. Wheatley's got a 3-on-3. Wheatley, middle of the lane, stops, shoots, and misses. And the rebound to Campa. Kicks it back out to Marquez. Penetrates. That's a great rebound, by the way. And then Marquez jumps and throws it off of Steckel out of bounds. He had no option. A very odd display there, but Fernando got the job done, so Fort Morgan retained the possession. Marquez in the corner to trigger it in. Lobs it way back out between midcourt and the top of the key to Carnes. Swings it left side to Wheatley in the corner for Jesse Campa. Campa against Pinon Chavez. Dribbles to his right. Bounce pass to the top for Fernando. Fernando right side to Langford in the right corner. Carnes. He's got nothing there against Van Cest. Dribbles to his left, double team. Got to get rid of it. Right corner to Langford. Penetrates. Bounce pass to Campa. Banks and scores. Nice pass from Langford to Jesse Campa. And the game is tied at 12. The Mustangs on an 8-0 run. 4:40 to go, second quarter. Heinzelman the other way for Northridge at the top against Campa. Dribbles between his legs on the left wing to Steckel. Steckel's going to hand it off to Rivera at the free throw line behind his back. Now retreats in the direction of the midcourt line. Here is Rivera, left corner. Shot by Pinon Chavez. Back rimmed it. Nice rebound there by Wesley. Carnes is first. Dribbles out of the pack. It's a 4-on-3, and Carnes is stripped from behind, but it went through the hands of Van Cest out of bounds. Here come Beltran and Ortega back into the game. So Nick will be in there for the first time with an offensive possession, as Marquez will throw it in, tied at 12. 4:16 to go before the break. Marquez looking. Still looking. He's got to get rid of it. Right corner to Ortega. Ortega back on top to Beltran. Double team. Jump pass to the left wing to Wheatley. Now to Marquez in the corner. Marquez will take the three, and that's going to be way off to the left. And the rebound to Pinon Chavez is first. There's the long pass, and the ball nearly stripped over there. And the three is, and Marquez is able to strip the Northridge player. Marquez with the basketball all the way. Has a shot blocked out of bounds by Van Cest. And we've got a mid-quarter mass timeout, 3:52 to go. And we're tied at 12, and Fernando just forcing things. Fernando's made a bucket, but he's got to be about 1 out of 7, 1 out of 8 here in the opening half. And he's got to find his game, deadlocked at 12. Remember, Fort Morgan is just 4-33. See if I've got that right. 17-30. Yeah, 4-33. Under Andy Schoen, when they don't score at least 60 points, they're 11-6 when they do. They're nowhere near getting halfway there, but they've been known to put a big 25, 26-point quarters. So it's not out of the realm of possibility. As we are midway through this second quarter, deadlocked at 12, and the Mustangs will have the basketball. And Marquez will throw it in. Marquez to the right of the basket. Looking, still looking. Bounce pass to Campa inside. Swings it back out to Ortega. Ortega at the top for Beltran. Beltran wants to start a move. Dribbles to his left. Beltran in the left corner for Wheatley. Wheatley, baseball pass cross court to Marquez. Here's Ortega with his runners up and off the back of the rim. No good. And the rebound is into the hands of Brendan Peterson. Across the timeline now with the basketball is Rivera. Gets a pick over there. Beltran picks it back up, retreating towards the timeline. 3:23 to go, second quarter. In the right corner, Pinon Chavez back out to Rivera. Long three is good. Rivera nails the triple from the parking lot. He's got 8 points in the game. It is now 15-12, 3:09 to go. 3-on-2. Ortega, middle of the lane. Right corner for Beltran. He'll take the three, and that's off the back of the rim. And there's a foul in the backcourt by Jesse Campa. Campa commits a second. Levi McCoy about to check in. McCoy and Beto Martinez are into the game for Briggs Wheatley and Campa. So it's McCoy, Beltran, Marquez, Martinez, and Ortega. With a 15-12, the entire Fort Morgan team is really cold in this first half. Pinon Chavez to throw it in, lobs it there midcourt to Beltran. And here is Brendan Peterson, and Brendan Peterson traveled. Nice defense by Beltran, cutting him off. That is turnover number 10 for Northridge. Now the Mustangs looking for the equalizer or to draw to within one with 2:57 to go before the break. The inbounds pass to Martinez. Now here's Beltran over near midcourt to Marquez. Marquez at the top. Marquez looking down low, swings it right side to Martinez, right corner to Ortega. Dribbles to his left, double team. Jump pass is off McCoy's hand, and it's intercepted by Peterson. He banks and he misses in a foul on McCoy. Mustangs commit their 5th turnover. And McCoy with his first. With a 3-point lead for Northridge, Zach Heinzelman is going to check back in. And also it'll be Jackson Jenkins. Jackson Langford will check in for the Mustangs. And the free throw is up, and that's back-rimmed. Back-rimmed by Peterson. McCoy is out. Second free throw is upcoming here. It was 12-8 Northridge after one, 15-12 now. Not much scoring this second quarter. And that one is up, and that one is good. Northridge up by 4, 16-12. Beltran at midcourt with a basketball. Beltran on the high right between his legs. Beltran into the lane. His runner's up and good. Middle of the lane for Nick Beltran with a right hand. And the Mustangs close to within 2 at 16-14. Beltran with his first points. 2:24 to go before halftime. Here's Rivera behind his back, lost control. Beto goes diving on the floor, and now it's taken away by Ortega. Ortega's got a 3-on-1. Ortega all the way, banks, misses in a foul. Jackson Jenkins commits the foul, and Frank Ortega to the line. That is turnover number 11 for Northridge. Jenkins with his first foul, and Ortega to shoot 2. These are the first free throws attempted by Fort Morgan in the game. Northridge has attempted 4. Free throw is up, and that's back-rimmed and no good for Frank Ortega. End of the game is Louis Pisano along with Cooper Rose. At the top of the hour, this is Morgan County's B106 KPRB, Brush Fort Morgan. I'm John Beltran. Second free throw is good by Ortega. The Mustangs with a 16-15 deficit. Backcourt, Cooper Rose is trapped over there. Down to Heinzelman. Feeds Jackson Jenkins. Jackson nearly intercepted. There's the lob pass over to Pisano. Throws up a floater. Good. Wow, he just threw it up there from about 6 feet away. 18-15. And then the pass at midcourt is knocked out of bounds, intended for Beltran, knocked away by Rose. It'll be Fort Morgan basketball with 1:55 to go before halftime. And Martinez to throw it in. Martinez near midcourt to Beltran, middle of the lane. Wanted to pull up, swings it right side to Martinez. Now over to Ortega. At the top, Fernando, wide open 3. And it's around and no good. And Pinon Chavez has the rebound for Northridge. And then the ball is loose, and it's taken away by Marquez with Beltran to his right. Marquez leans, shoots, fouled as he misses. The foul on Pinon Chavez. That's going to be a second. And it's another turnover, the 7th of the quarter, 12th of the game for Northridge. And Briggs Wheatley will check in. Let's see if he gives Beltran a breather. I think he's been out there the longest at this point, along with Ortega. Parker Steckel about to check in. And the Marquez free throws off the back of the rim. And yet, Beltran will be on the bench. And again, Fernando is really scuffling in this game. The team's leading scorer tallied 17 points in the first meeting, has been held to 2 and has missed every shot but 1. Second free throw is off to the right, and the rebound tipped to Cooper Rose. And the ball in the backcourt nearly lost. Rose against Marquez, 1:28 to go. They're going to have to call a timeout. Marquez strips him. Oh, he was on the end line. He did strip him, but he was on the end line. It'll be Northridge basketball, leading 18-15, 1:25 to go here in the second quarter. Heinzelman to throw it in. Langford right on top of him. Heinzelman bounced past to Pisano, the diminutive freshman, now to Heinzelman. It's a 3-on-3. Left wing, Steckel 3 is in and out. And Briggs Wheatley grabs the Fort Morgan rebound. Wheatley with his fourth. Wheatley dribbles high right behind his back, but right into a Northridge player. That was an errant dribble. Northridge the other way with Cooper Rose. Cooper Rose inside to Pisano. Defender in the air. Bounce pass is intercepted by Marquez. He's got Wheatley ahead of the field. Back to Langford, and he lost control out of bounds. Wow. Well, they caught up with Wheatley. He didn't have the layup he thought he was going to have. And now Northridge to throw it in. Really bad first half for Fort Morgan. They're only down by 3 because they're playing a 2-7 team. Then Pisano's fouled in the backcourt. That'll be the 16th foul. And the foul was committed by Langford. That's his first. And Wesley Carnes will check back in. So it's Carnes, Martinez, Langford, Wheatley, and Ortega. Heinzelman in the backcourt. Van Zest about to check in. Van Zest at the scores table. Into Pisano against Carnes. Maintains the dribble, now to Heinzelman underneath his own basket. Heinzelman met by Langford. Dribbles by Langford across the timeline. Now Jackson catches up. Jump pass to Steckel on the high left. 42 seconds to go. Here in the lane is Pisano. Tries to force it left baseline to Rose. His shot from 10 is missed. And the ball is tipped around. Heinzelman has it. Heinzelman turns, banks, and scores. Heinzelman now has 7 points in the game. The lead is 5. Ortega across the timeline. 20-15. 22 seconds to go in the opening half. Ortega with the basketball. Bounce pass on the outside right to Carnes. Dribbling to his left. Carnes free throw line. Wheatley 15-footer is back rimmed. And the rebound to Parker Steckel. Long baseball pass is taken by Pisano. Pisano right baseline. That is intercepted by Wheatley. 9 turnovers in the quarter. Here is Wheatley 2-on-1. Bounce pass Ortega. Banks. He missed it at the buzzer. That's the story of the first half for Fort Morgan. That could not have been any easier. And Ortega missed it. And Wheatley's not happy. Wheatley is hot. Wow. Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that is an easy shot right there at the buzzer. And Frankie could not nail it. Fort Morgan has held to 15 points in the first 16 minutes. They trail by 5, 20-15 Northridge on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Let's head to the third quarter. The Mustangs got to do something here over the final 16 minutes, trailing Northridge 20-15. Zach Heinzelman, Zach Van Zest, Miguel Rivera, Jackson Jenkins, and Parker Steckel for Northridge. The Mustangs with Jackson Langford, Fernando Marquez, Briggs Wheatley, Jesse Campa, and Wesley Carnes. Van Zest to throw it in from midcourt. And that first half was all about cold shooting. The Mustangs with only 7 field goals. Long pass is going to be intercepted by Jackson Langford. 15 turnover. Right corner Carnes. He'll take the 3, and that's in and out. Van Zest with the rebound. The Mustangs remain cold to begin the second half. Long baseball pass to Steckel. Right baseline to Jenkins. Nearly tied up by Marquez. Back out right wing. Rivera. Rainbow 3 is good. That's his third triple of the game. He's got 11. And the lead is 8 for Northridge. 23-15. Marquez, backcourt to Carnes. Front court now, here's Jackson Langford, left baseline. Defender in the air, right wing Marquez, straight away. Carnes 3 is up, and that's good. There you go. Wesley Carnes with a trifecta. The Mustangs get that 3 back. It's 23-18. Into the front court is Heinzelman. Free throw line into the lane. Left baseline for Jenkins against Langford. Lob down low for Heinzelman. Dribbles. Has the ball stripped. He gets it back. Kicks it. Left wing. Van Zest 3 is no good. And the ball is tipped around and into the hands of Briggs Wheatley. Wheatley with 1 to beat. No look pass to Marquez. And he's stripped. He is stripped over there by Jackson Jenkins, who is stripped by Wesley Carnes. 2-on-1. Carnes bounce pass to Marquez. Defender in the air, partially blocked. Marquez gets it back though. Mustangs reset. Now to Langford. Left wing 3 is up, and it's in and out. And the ball is a tie up there. Watch out. Between Campa, Fort Morgan, Rivera of Northridge. Possession arrow Mustangs. And to throw it in will be Marquez. Wow. Mustangs just got a bucket, but they still really can't buy one. Not at least on consecutive possessions. Marquez to throw it in. Looking, still looking. In the right corner, Langford, wide open three, won't take it. Dribbles to his left, picks up the dribble, and then is fouled by Steckel. That's his first. And to throw it in three-quarters court will be Wesley Carnes. Carnes in front of the Fort Morgan bench. There's the bounce pass to Marquez. Marquez towards the top against Steckel. Right corner, Wesley Carnes. He'll take another three, and he drills it. There you go. Wesley's getting hot. He's got 6. The lead is down to 2 for Northridge. 23-21. 6:10 to go in the third. On the outside right, Van Zest dribbles right baseline against Wheatley. Jump pass is going to be at the top for Jenkins. Jenkins on the outside left, Steckel. Left corner for Rivera. Defender in the air. Penetrates left of the lane. 8-foot pull-up is off the back of the rim. Rebound to Heinzelman. He dribbles. He banks and he misses. And then the ball is tipped out to Rivera. Rivera right of the lane. Now out to Jenkins. They're going to reset the offense here. Rivera, rainbow three, is off the back of the rim. But that's chased down again by Rivera. Over to Parker Steckel. Wow, I mean, they're just relentless on the boards in this game. On the high right to Jenkins, 5:33 to go. Lob down low, poked away by Carnes, and it's intercepted by Marquez. 17 turnover. Marquez in the right corner. Langford penetrates right baseline all the way. Has a shot blocked, but a foul as he threw it off the bottom of the rim. Jackson can tie the game with 2 made free throws. And it's Zach Van Zest with his second. To the line, Jackson Langford, and the Mustangs have come out aggressive here in this quarter. Langford has just 2 points. Free throw is up, and it barely got to the rim. And a 30-second timeout is called by Northridge head coach Efren Perez. Fort Morgan still trailing by 2, 23-21. Bank of Colorado is the only bank dedicated to help you make the most of living here, not just a bank in Colorado. Bank of Colorado, proud supporter of local sports and academics. And how about Greg Mullen at State Farm Insurance? Like a good neighbor, Greg Mullen and his team are there to make the insurance world easy for you. 842-4555. Mustangs looking to overtake the Grizzlies, but it won't happen on this free throw from Langford. 2nd of 2. He missed the first. Heinzelman, Jenkins, Steckel, Van Zest, and Rivera for Northridge. Carnes, Wheatley, Langford, Marquez, and Campa for the Mustangs. Wheatley, check that, Langford. Spins, shoots, misses short. Van Zest with a 6th rebound. Here's the outlet to Rivera. Long pass to Steckel. He's wide open, and he scores off the glass. And the Mustangs did not get back on defense. Steckel scores for the first time, 25-21. Right wing, Marquez fakes the three, steps to his left. Maintains the dribble by Steckel, playing great defense. Now dribbles to his right, tries to squeeze it up, and that's blocked. That's just forced over there, but then Heinzelman throws it away. Here's Langford, left corner Marquez, penetrates left baseline. He puts it up and in. Finally, Fernando scores. But I'm telling you, he has really had a rough night. And then nearly a steal. Rivera in the backcourt, 25-23 Northridge. 4:41 to go in the third. Rivera on the outside right against Marquez. Swings it cross court to Steckel. Left corner, Van Zest. 3 in the air is no good. And Fernando Marquez with a strong side rebound. Fort Morgan can tie it on this possession. Marquez, middle of the lane, bodied up and fouled by Steckel in the lane. That's his second. No shooting foul there. And Frank Ortega is going to be summoned into the game for Fort Morgan. He'll come in for Fernando Marquez. Ortega to throw it in. Bounce pass, left corner, Carnes 3, and he did it again! Wesley's nailed 3 in the corner, and the Mustangs have the lead 26-25. Wesley Carnes is red hot. Fort Morgan has benefited from the sophomore shooting. Van Zest in the lane, turning, kicks it left corner for Rivera, picked up by Ortega. Down low for Jenkins, left baseline, dribbles, bodied up by Langford. Right wing Rivera, rainbow 3 is good. Rivera's done it again. That's his 3rd triple, make it his 4th of the game. And Rivera now has 14 points. And the lead is back up to 2 for Northridge. There's a foul. Fort Morgan had the lead for just seconds there. Rivera commits his 3rd. That's big. Yeah, Rivera had 11 at halftime. I had him with 8. That's a mistake there. Mid-quarter mass timeout, 28-26. Jaden Marquez about to check in for Northridge. Yeah, Rivera offensively is keeping Northridge in the game. He scored half their points. And Wesley Carnes now is keeping Fort Morgan in the game. He scored nothing in the first half and has nailed 3 trifectas here in the third quarter. And Fort Morgan is on their way towards a 20-plus quarter here because they've scored 11, 9 of those from Wesley Carnes. Fernando Marquez trying to scuffle through a tough night here. He's on the bench with Campa, Ortega, Carnes, Langford, and Wheatley on the floor. And Wheatley will throw it in. Wheatley still looking. He's got to get it in. Finds the left corner for Carnes. Penetrates left baseline. Down low for Campa. Hooks it up and he missed it. And the ball is loose. It's rebounded by Jackson Jenkins. Here is Jaden Marquez spinning right of the lane. Then the ball is loose and there should be a tie-up. And the tie-up's going to stay with Northridge. It'll stay with Northridge as they lead by 2. And Marquez will quickly check back into the game. And let's see who he checks in for. Well, he's in there for Carnes. Well, Wesley's probably going to get a brief break here because if not for him, Fort Morgan would be way down in this game. Van Zest lobs it into Jenkins. Now down low for Van Zest. Turns, hooks, and misses back rim. That was an easy look, but he missed it. Rebound to Jackson Langford of Fort Morgan. Langford at the top, free throw line. Jump pass is intercepted by Jaden Marquez. All the way, banks and scores. Fort Morgan's 9th turnover. And the lead is up to 4, 30-26 here for Northridge. Marquez on the high left. Jump pass to Campa, inside to Wheatley, back out, bounce to Langford, right wing 3. Yes, Jackson Langford nails the trifecta. The Mustangs to within 1, 30-29. 2:58 to go in the third quarter from Greeley. At the top with the basketball, Heinzelman. Chest pass on the outside left to Brendan Peterson. Right side to Van Zest. Gets a pick from Jenkins at the free throw line. Jump pass right corner to Peterson. Down low, here's Jenkins, bodied up by Langford. He dribbles, he turns, he shoots, and misses. And Frank Ortega's got the rebound, the weak side rebound. Ortega here to Langford. The Mustangs can take the lead on this possession. Here is Marquez on the high left, bodied up by Marquez. Here's the Langford 3, and that one is way off to the left. Rebound to Jackson, banks and scores. Langford has scored 5 points here. And it's 31-30. Jackson Langford has given Fort Morgan the lead again. 2:15 to go here in quarter number 3. On the high left is Marquez, guarded by Fernando. Down low to Jenkins against Jackson Langford. Left corner for Peterson. Swings it on the high left for Van Zest. Picked up by Wheatley. Dribbles left of the lane. Kicks it left corner. Peterson 3 is going to hit the bottom of the net. And Jesse Campa with a rebound. There's the outlet to Ortega. Now to Fernando. He's going to bank and score. There you go. That's the way to do things here for Fort Morgan. And a timeout is called by Andy Schoen of Fort Morgan. And the Mustangs have their biggest lead of 33-30. 30 seconds. Oh, they're going to say a full. Well, apparently it is a full timeout. And let's see, we'll take a 30 with them here. 30-second break. It's Fort Morgan 33. And the Northridge Grizzlies 30, inside of 2 minutes to go in the third quarter on B106 in the Eastern Plains Sports Network. The Mustangs have been down all night, but now lead Northridge 33-30. It's been a big quarter for them, 18 points in a quarter. We still have 1:49 to go. Keep in mind they scored just 15 points in the entire first half. Here comes Jaden Marquez the other way for Northridge against Beto Martinez, right of the lane. Looking back out on the high right to Peterson against Marquez. At the top now for Heinzelman, and he, no travel, but there's an offensive foul. An illegal screen, and that's going to be on Peterson. That's his first, turnover number 19. The Mustangs have committed 9. That's where they've saved themselves. Marquez the other way, 90 seconds to go. On the high left to Beto Martinez, straight away to Marquez. Back on the high right, here's Wheatley in the corner. Bounce pass to Langford, trapped over there. Bounce to Campa, now to Martinez. Jump pass taken by Marquez. And now left corner. Here's Langford stepping in. He shoots, he banks, and he misses. And the tip is loose. And Beto Martinez is going to be tied up. in the backcourt, and it stays. I think Fort Morgan might have called a timeout. Bento had it. They called a timeout before he was tied up. Boy, that's a great timeout called by Coach Schoen and Bento Martinez with a big effort play. And Northridge not happy about that. They thought it was a straight tie-up. But instead it will be Fort Morgan basketball, 30-second timeout with a 33-30 lead, 73 seconds to go in the third. Fort Morgan has outscored Northridge in the quarter 18-10. They've reversed a 5-point halftime deficit. And again, lead by 3. And here we go. Let's see who throws it in for Fort Morgan. It'll be Fernando Marquez to trigger it in. Marquez looking, still looking, lobs it left corner. Here's Wheatley stepping in, little 10-footer, left it very short. And Brendan Peterson's got the rebound there for Northridge. They're still in this game. I mean, you're never out of the game down 3. And then he threw it away on the bounce pass intended for Heinzelman in the right corner. Miguel Rivera's back in as is Parker Steckel. But here's where the Mustangs can open this thing up and go up by a few possessions. Even before the end of the quarter, Levi McCoy is going to check in for Jesse Campa. So it's Martinez, McCoy, Langford, Marquez, and Wheatley for Fort Morgan. In the backcourt to Marquez, guarded by Steckel. Marquez dribbles to his right, picks up the dribble. Jump pass to Langford. Now here's McCoy, right baseline. Then did he lose control of the ball? He did, out of bounds. He tried to go for the shot, never really had control. And it'll just be a missed shot, but that was not good. Levi had to get rid of that ball. He had somebody open and to his left. Now in the backcourt is Jared Carrillo into the game for the second time. Northridge can tie it with a 3 with 40 seconds to go here in the third. Heinzelman at the top against McCoy. Free throw line extended, left of the lane. He still dribbles against McCoy. Left corner to Pinon Chavez, now back out to Steckel. Steckel near the timeline. Here's Rivera with 27 seconds remaining. To Pinon Chavez against Wheatley. Left of the lane. Jump pass. Steckel picked up by Marquez. In the left corner, Pinon Chavez. Carrillo fakes the 3. Defender in the air all the way. Banks and misses. And an offensive foul. Marquez took the contact. Carrillo commits the offensive foul. Turnover number 21. And Nick Beltran's going to check in here for Briggs Wheatley. 17 seconds to go. Here in the third quarter. Beltran gets it into Langford. Langford looking, still looking. Back to Beltran underneath his own basket. Beltran jump pass to Langford into the front court. Langford had McCoy open. Langford all the way. Bangs and scores! Langford with a beautiful move. Jackson has given Fort Morgan a 5-point lead. And that is the end of the quarter. That was a great job of Beltran and Langford breaking that press. And Fort Morgan in that quarter gets 7 points from Jackson Langford. They lead Northridge 35-30 after 3. You're listening to Mustang basketball here on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Let's head to the fourth quarter. Fort Morgan trailed by 5 at halftime, now lead by 5. Beltran, Carnes, Beto Martinez, Levi McCoy, and Fernando Marquez. Jared Carrillo, Zach Heinzelman, Parker Steckel, along with Carlos Pinon Chavez and Miguel Rivera for Northridge. Here's Fernando Marquez at the top. Jump pass to Beltran. Through his hands, he picks it up. Jump pass back out to Marquez. Marquez in the lane, 15-foot pull-up, yes. And now the Mustangs are hot. They lead by 7, and Fort Morgan is now on a 9-0 run. They were down 30-28. Heinzelman in the backcourt. Heinzelman across the timeline. Left corner, Pinon Chavez, picked up by Beltran. Looking, still looking, swings it back out of the backcourt. It's going to be thrown away out of bounds. And that is turnover number 22 for Northridge. Now the Mustangs can go up by 9 or perhaps more. And Carnes to throw it in. Carnes on the offensive end to McCoy in the right corner. McCoy lobs it back out to Martinez. Martinez jump pass to Carnes, penetrates left baseline, pulls up, shoots, and misses. And the ball is rebounded over there by Heinzelman. Heinzelman swings it over to Carrillo. Trapped at midcourt is going to feed Heinzelman. Left corner, Steckel takes the three. No good. And Beltran comes down with a Fort Morgan rebound. Beltran at midcourt, met by Steckel. Beltran between his legs. Beltran spinning. Beltran bounce pass inside to Marquez. Marquez going to have to kick it back out. Right wing, Carnes, three. Yes! Wesley Carnes with his fourth trifecta of the half. It's 40-30 Fort Morgan. 6:48 to go in the game. With the basketballs, Rivera at midcourt, met by Beto Martinez. Dribbles against Martinez all the way, throws up a wild shot. Offensive foul. McCoy to the floor. Fort Morgan in complete control now. The foul on Rivera is his fourth. Fort Morgan leads by 10. Jackson Jenkins and Zach Van Zest are into the game along with Jaden Marquez. Beltran to throw it in. Here for Fort Morgan, and Wesley Carnes has caught fire. Carnes with his 4 3-pointers. Here comes Wesley Carnes. High left pass is tipped away, and Marquez, Jaden Marquez, caught it, but he was on the end line. Fort Morgan retains possession. And let's see who throws it in. It'll be Fernando Marquez. Just beyond midcourt. Fernando feeds it for Beto. Now to Beltran. Beltran, no look, his shot. It's nothing but glass. Boy, that was a hot dog move, and he missed it badly. And the rebound to Van Zest. Van Zest with his 7th board. Now to Marquez, who traveled in the backcourt. Tried to do a no-look pass and then threw it up there wildly, and it will be Fort Morgan basketball. 6:24 to go. Still a chance here for Northridge, down by 10, but they've only scored 10 points in the entire half. Here's Fernando for Fort Morgan, dribbling a 2-3 zone here for Northridge. Fernando on the outside left to McCoy. Free throw line for Beltran. Right wing, Carnes. Another three, and he missed it this time. And the rebound to Jackson Jenkins. And there's a foul in the backcourt. Jenkins is fouled, and Beltran fouled him. And Beltran probably will take a seat here. Yep, it'll be Campa coming back in along with Wheatley and Langford. Wesley Carnes still in there along with Fernando with 6:09 to go in the game. And Fort Morgan for Beltran is third, by the way. Marquez bounce pass is tipped away. Out of bounds, Carnes tried to chase it down. And Steckel to throw it in. Parker Steckel with 6:05 to go in the game. Fort Morgan defense has been really good. Marquez dribbles, jump pass is taken by Heinzelman in the outside left, spinning in the lane, hooking and missing off to the right. And Campa goes for the rebound, and on the line was Marquez of Northridge. It'll be Fort Morgan basketball. Northridge will not apply any pressure, but the Mustangs want to put this thing away right now, up by 10 with under 6 minutes to go in the game. Leading by a score of 40-30. Here's Wesley Carnes, more nearly an over and back, and a watch out. And then it wasn't over and back, or a 10-second violation. Wesley with a rare mistake in this game, turnover number 10. Parker Steckel to throw it in with 5:51 to go. All Northridge has to do is score a couple of buckets here. They're right back in it. Marquez against Carnes. Back out to Van Zest. Right of the lane all the way. Puts it up and he misses, but a foul on Wheatley. Van Zest gives Wheatley a second foul. And here come 2 free throws. He scored just 2 points, both in the opening half, in the opening quarter, in fact. Free throw is up, and it's good. That stops the run. Mustangs had a 12-0 run. Second free throw's upcoming. That's up, and he back-rimmed it, but the rebound to Heinzelman, hooks, and he misses. And the rebound to Van Zest, he puts it up and in, and a foul. Mustangs getting hit hard on the boards in this game. And wow, they got a block out. Let's see who committed that foul. There were 2 Fort Morgan Mustangs there. That's going to be on Wheatley. On the board it says his second. I thought it was his third. will take it either way. Now the free throw is up, and that's good. All of a sudden, this is a 6-point game, 40-34. That's a 4-point sequence. Marquez at midcourt. Marquez looking, jump pass, right side to Carnes. Carnes pulls up for a three. Back rimmed it, no. And Carnes commits a foul in the backcourt on Steckel. 14th foul, Carnes with his first. This game is not over. Northridge has committed 17 fouls, 5:23 to go. Northridge trails Fort Morgan 40-34. They've scored the last 4 points. Here's Jaden Marquez against Fernando Marquez. And then nearly stolen by Jackson Langford. There's a foul. And that's going to be on Jaden Marquez. He lost control of the basketball. Langford to the line, the 1-and-1. 25 turnovers for Northridge. Jackson has scored 9 points. 7 came in the third. But he was 0 out of 2 from the line. He's got to make the first to earn a second. This is the 18th foul off the single bonus. Fill up your cooler, gas up your car. Stubbs Gas and Oil. Everything you need at Stubbs. Oh, man, they're awesome over there. Langford for a 7-point lead. The free throw is up, and that is in and out. The rebound to Jackson Jenkins. He's fouled. 15th foul on Fort Morgan. That is on Campa, his third. Steckel to throw it in. Fort Morgan is keeping Northridge in the game, not executing here offensively in the fourth. Steckel across the timeline, picked up by Fernando Marquez, and then stolen by Wesley Carr. Nope, taken away by Jenkins again. Now to Heinzelman. Here's Jaden Marquez. Bounce pass right baseline to Jenkins against Jackson Langford. Reverse layups up and in. It's a 6-0 run. Mustang lead is down to 4. 40-36. Plenty of time remaining. 4:49 to go in the game. Langford at midcourt. Langford's got to get rid of it, and then the ball is wrestled away. Oh, he's fouled. Oh, Fort Morgan got a huge break there. They're going to call a foul on Van Zest. Wow. Boy, that looked like a clean strip. But Jackson's got hit free throws here. He's 0 out of 3. That was close. That was really close. Fort Morgan's 12-0 run has been answered by a 6-0 run from Northridge. 19th foul, another 1-and-1 situation. The Northridge fans in the student section getting into the game. Langford bends, shoots, and scores. Jackson now with 10 points of the game. Fort Morgan 41, Northridge 36. Second free throw is in the air, and that one is good. 42-36, 4:40 to go in the game. And then there's a foul, I believe, on Marquez, 16th foul. In the backcourt, Jaden Marquez was dribbling. Fernando with his first. And now you can't commit fouls in the backcourt. That's what cost him against Riverdale Ridge. They caught up. It was 52-all. Then Frankie Ortega committed a foul very quickly, and it was puzzling. Steckel to throw it in. Backcourt to Van Zest. Jump pass is taken by Jaden Marquez. Now to Jackson Jenkins. Jenkins in the right corner to Steckel. Bounce pass is intercepted by Wheatley. Mustangs want to run. Here is Wesley Carnes all the way. Banks and scores. Oh, that hung on the rim. Wesley now has 14 points in the second half. And then Jesse Campo with a steal in the front court. Fort Morgan can take control right now. 44-36. 4:12 to go in the game. Right side for Carnes. Right corner for Langford. Langford back out to his left to Carnes. Here's Fernando Marquez. Now in the left corner for Campa, holding the ball up high. Langford turns, shoots, and misses. Jackson Jenkins with a rebound by himself. On the outlet to Jaden Marquez, under 4 minutes to go. Next whistle will be the mid-quarter mass timeout. Free throw line extended. Back on the high left to Jackson Jenkins. Straight away for Van Zest. Dribbles right to the lane. No look pass is going to be intercepted by Fernando. It's a 2-on-2. Fernando, left wing three. Yes! Fernando drills the triple. That might be the dagger. Mustangs up by 11. 47-36. Fernando now with 9 points and a half. Marquez, free throw line, right wing to Steckel. Steckel into the paint, left-handed hook is up and no good. And the ball on a hop is rebounded by Jesse Camp of Fort Morgan on the outlet. Here's Wheatley. Wheatley with a 1-on-2 spinning, and then he is almost tackled there by Jaden Marquez. That will be the 10-team foul. 2 free throws for Briggs Wheatley, and they're going to say that's intentional. An intentional foul. It'll be 2 free throws and the ball. 2 free throws and the ball. Wheatley only has 2 points in the game. It's 47-36. And timeout called. Brushby Digger boys lost in overtime to Strasburg. That's a huge loss. Brush girls did win tonight. I'll get to that final here against Resurrection Christian. But right now, it's an 11-point lead, Fort Morgan's biggest lead. And 2 free throws. Fort Morgan, check that. The Brush Girls defeated Resurrection Christian 59-50. They're 8-2. So here is Briggs Wheatley with 3:17 to go in the game. And the free throw is up and good. Mustangs not shooting well for the line in this game, but doesn't matter now. They're up by 12. Second free throw from Wheatley is in the air, and that one is very short. A 12-point lead, Mustang basketball. They might still get to 60, or this could be the 5th time in 38 chances that they win when scoring under 60. Only 4 in 33 when they score under 60. Fernando to throw it in. Here's Camp in the lane. Hooks and scores off the glass right down the middle. He just threw it up there. And Jesse now with 6, 50-36. 3:08 to go. Fort Morgan's in control. And Campa with a foul. Don't want to do that on the high left. Single bonus. Campa commits his 4th. Beto Martinez will check in. Zach Heinzelman to shoot 1. Heinzelman replaces Campos. Got the 4 fouls. Fort Morgan on their way to their 5th win of the year, but this has been a struggle. Free throws in the air. Line drive, back rim, no. Rebound to Jackson Langford is 4th. Langford out of the pack. At the top, Langford has to kick it back out and does near the timeline to Wheatley. Under 3 minutes to go, Fort Morgan 50, Northridge 36. Langford bounce pass to Wheatley in the lane, down low for Beto, bangs and scores. Beto up the left baseline, wide open, 52-36 Fort Morgan. 2:44 to go in the game. Rivera right of the paint. Rivera is going to have to kick it back out somewhere. Hands it off to Van Zest. He banks it in. Van Zest scores. He's got 6 in the quarter, 8 in the game. 52-38 Fort Morgan. 2.5 to go. Fernando's got to get across the timeline. Does to Jackson Langford. Langford with a basketball. Langford looking. Pass towards Martinez. 3-on-2. Martinez down low for Wheatley. No need to shoot. He's trapped over there. Straight away to Martinez. Martinez back out to Langford. Langford at the top. Langford looking, still looking. Bounce pass near the timeline to Marquez. 2:05 to go in the game. Marquez then has the ball stripped away. Not sure why he did that. Dribble by 2, but then Wesley strips it away. However, it's taken by Steckel. Steckel at the top with the basketball. Bounce pass to Rivera. He might have to put up a 3, won't do so. Right corner to Van Zest. Down low for Jenkins. Dribbles, shoots, and misses short. And the rebound to Wesley Carnes of, check that, that's Marquez of Fort Morgan. Marquez jump pass, right corner. Carnes 3, barely got to the rim. And Van Zest with a rebound. Van Zest grabs his 9th rebound. Long pass to Heinzelman, 90 seconds to go. He banks and he misses, and a foul on Langford. Langford commits his 2nd. Minute 29 to go in the game. And Heinzelman will shoot 2. 52-38. Favor the Mustangs. Free throws up, and that is in and out. Northridge in the quarter from the line is 2 out of 5. Those are the only free throws they've taken in the half. They took none in the third quarter. Fort Morgan, really not much better. 3 out of 7 in this half. Second free throw for Heinzelman is up, and the line drive is in. 30-second timeout called by Northridge. The Mustangs with a 52-39 lead. And we'll keep it right here. Northridge is going to have to foul. There's no question about it. I mean, if they want any chance, even a miracle here, down 13 with 89 seconds to go. That's all they can do. Mobile banking on the go makes banking easier for you when you're on the go. Equitable Savings and Loan. Here we go. Beto, Carnes, Langford, Wheatley, and Marquez for Fort Morgan. Steckel, Heinzelman, Jenkins, Rivera, and Van Zest for Northridge with a 52-39 Mustang lead. Wheatley with a baseball pass. Perfect pass to Marquez. A dribble. He banks and scores. That's the quarterback to the wide receiver. Marquez now has 13 in the game, 11 in the second half. 54-39, Rivera, left wing three, is an air ball, and Jackson Langford has it for Fort Morgan. Then it's out of bounds off Van Zest. That should do it right there. It's a 15-point lead. Wheatley in the backcourt to Marquez. I don't know if they'll foul now. There was some contact there, no whistle. Marquez maintains the dribble. There he's fouled. Double bonus. Rivera's fouled out. That's their best shooter tonight. 14 points for Rivera. And Marquez to shoot two. Here come Beltran and Ortega into the game. For the final 65 seconds and Fort Morgan leading 54-39. Colin Farley will also check in for the first time. And Brendan Peterson will replace the disqualified Miguel Rivera. A senior getting an ovation here. Carnes and Langford are out. So it's Farley, Beltran, Ortega, Beto Martinez in the free throw shooter. Fernando Marquez. Free throw is up, and that one is short. Free throw shooting a concern. This Fort Morgan will only win more than likely for the fifth time in 38 chances when scoring under 60. And that free throw is up, and that one is in. 55-39. And Nathan Gherkin into the game for Marquez. Beto Martinez will back off defensively. No reason to defend full court. Cooper Rose now in as well. So here we go. Brendan Peterson at midcourt, met by Beltran on the outside right. That's Cooper Rose. Rose penetrates right baseline against Ortega, kicks it back out to Peterson. Peterson with a left-handed dribble, spinning on Beltran. Back out straight away to Van Zest. And then a fake shot, a jump there to Peterson. Now right wing Rose three is no good, but the rebound controlled by Jackson Jenkins. He turns, he's nearly tied up, and that time it looked like he was tied up by Beltran, but it stays with Northridge. With 42 seconds to go, Carrillo is now in for Zach Heinzelman. That senior getting an ovation. He'll finish with 8 points tonight. And to throw it in will be Zach Van Zest. 42 seconds to go. Van Zest bounce pass over to Jenkins. Right of the lane, picked up by Farley. Stripped by Beltran. Ball's loose on the floor, and that should be a tie-up. And that's going to go over to Fort Morgan. And Northridge has just committed way too many. 29 turnovers to 11 for the Mustangs. They'll pressure in the backcourt, but no need to foul here with There's the jump pass into Beltran. Beltran to Ortega, crossing midcourt, picked up by Rose. Bounce pass behind Beltran, and it's intercepted over there by Peterson. He banks and misses off the turnover, and then Beltran tying up with Cooper Rose. Only the 12th turnover for Fort Morgan. And with 25 seconds remaining, it'll be thrown in by Zach Van Cest. In the left corner, Peterson, a wide open three. Yes. Peterson makes the three. Here is Ortega. Jump pass to Beltran, 15 seconds to go. Beltran between his legs. Jump pass to Farley. Farley left corner to Gherkin. Gherkin back out to Beto. They shouldn't foul here. There's 6 seconds to go. Bounce pass to Farley with 5. Farley then has the ball stripped out of bounds with 2. Yeah, I mean, come on. Just let him inbounds the basketball here. Game is over already. 55-42. Farley to Beto Martinez, and that's it. And the Fort Morgan Mustangs have come away with a hard-fought victory tonight. Only the 5th time in 38 tries in the last 2+ years that they've won when scoring under 60 points, but it was good enough tonight. Fort Morgan with a big second half. They scored 40 of their 55 points in the second half. They defeat the Northridge Grizzlies 55-42. We'll take a quick break, and we'll wrap up this game after this on Morgan County's B106. B106.com and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Mustang Post-Game Show brought to you by Morgan Community College. There to make your dreams become a reality for both traditional and non-traditional students. Check them out at morgancc.edu. Fort Morgan boys really struggled in the opening half, trailing 20-15, but outscored Northridge in the second half by a 40-22 margin to win this game by a baker's dozen, 55-42. For the visiting Mustangs, 14 points apiece from Wesley Carnes, all of his points in the second half, as well as Fernando Marquez, 11 points from Jackson Langford, 6 in the game from Jesse Campa, and then Frankie Ortega had 3, as did Briggs Wheatley, 2 apiece for Beto Martinez and Nick Beltran. For Northridge, 14 points from Miguel Rivera. They got 8 from Zach Heinzelman, 4 in the game from Brendan Peterson, 2 apiece from Jaden Marquez, as well as Louis Pisano, Jackson Jenkins, and Parker Steckel. The Mustangs with 12 turnovers, Northridge with 29. Fort Morgan was out-rebounded 33-23. Van Zest had 9 for Northridge, and the Mustangs got 5 apiece from Wheatley and Jackson Langford. 29 turnovers for Northridge. That was the difference in the game. 12 for Fort Morgan, besides Wesley Carnes hitting 4 Fort Morgan 6 3-pointers in the second half when the offense could not find the bottom of the net in the opening half. Free throw shooting was awful on both sides. Fort Morgan only 5 out of 13, under 40%, and Northridge at 5 out of 10. Northridge drops to 2-8, and the Mustangs go to 5-5. Next up for Fort Morgan on Thursday, 5 o'clock for the girls, 7:30 for the boys, right here on B106, B106.com, and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Final scores once again tonight: the Northridge girls beat Fort Morgan 63-27, and the Mustang boys defeat Northridge 55-42. You heard it all right here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.